Shalom. Before I get started, as usual, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Harakakodash. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, rule and teach well. Alright, that's pushing the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Alright, and for the men that's doing so across the four corners of the earth, alright, pushing the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, and teaching that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. All right, and watching and praying in these last days. All right, and a big shalom, all right, to the 1/3 that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, that's doing the same. All right, so another street teaching. All right, and Lord willing is edifying. Okay, you know, so as we see in the news, we see everything progressing on all levels. All right, we see everything progressing on all levels. All right. Before I get into this precept in Second Ezra, the 6th chapter, I want to go back. I want to get Habakkuk right quick. All right. This Habakkuk, I'm gonna start from the top. This Habakkuk chapter 2 and 1. All right. Because this is what the prophets of the Lord are for. All right. They break down the prophecies. They break down to the prophecies to the hearers. All right. And we understand that these prophecies is only going to attract the elect. All right. All right. We're fishers of men. All right. So we understand this word is only going to attract the elect. All right. And like the scripture says, if this gospel be hid, it is hid to those that are lost. All right. So with this Habakkuk chapter 2 and 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. All right. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read of it. Right. Because the gift that's the gift of Yahweh Bashmal Shah, is putting his Holy Spirit on the prophets, all right, to understand the prophecies and the breakdowns of the Bible, all right, and teach them in their true form, not adding and taking away from the scriptures, taking away from the Bible, all right, and letting our people know, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right, and even the rest of the heathen, the other heathen nations, the true Gentiles of the world, all right, we letting them know what's to come, the future judgment of Babylon the Great America, all right, because it's prophesied in the Bible that Babylon the Great America will fall. The Lord is going to burn this place with fire, all right. This place is the most wicked on the planet Earth. All right. This place, Babylon the Great America, is the most wickedest country. All right, or conglomerate of cities or states, whatever you want to call it. It's the most wickedest place on Earth. All right. It's a great city. All right. The Bible calls this place a great city. All right, America is that great city that was prophesied over 2,000 years ago. All right, as virgin daughter of Babylon, as Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots. All right, this place, America, has already been prophesied to be that great nation that ruled the earth. All right, and everyone follows, and that bullies the earth. All right, using its Federal Reserve and its petrodollar. All right, and its military might to just hang out in people's backyards. All right, but guess what? We see how prophecies are steady happening these last days, and they happen in the news. And it's our job as prophets of the Lord, of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, to let these people know, all right, what is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, all right, that Neuralink, all right, that microchip, all right, according to Revelation 13 and 15 on down, all the way to the last verse, all right. So it says, so we make it plain upon tables, and that's what the true prophets of the Lord will do, you know. And the Bible, the Deuteronomy 18, all right, it gives you, uh, what's the word? It lets you know how to discern, understand a true prophet from a false prophet. A true prophet, a person that's truly sent by the Lord, whatever they're saying is going to be in that Bible. It's going to actually line up with what the Bible says. All right, and it's going to come to pass, because that's going to show you that the Lord exists. Yahweh exists. That's why his name means I am that I am. All right, he exists, the self-existent. All right, the Ancient of Days. All right. So this Habakkuk, and guess what? The one who the world ignorantly calls God, you know, and his true name is Yahweh. All right, that's the name he gave to Moses on Mount Sinai. All right, and first he gave the definition of his name. All right, and then he told Moses his name. All right. So this Habakkuk, and Yahweh is going to send his only begotten son, all right, the King of Israel, the King of Yasharallah, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, all right. He's going to send him down, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and that's not his name. All right. If you do your history on that, you would understand when the letter J came out. All right. Who is that really? Who does it lead back to? All right. Caesar Borgia. All right. So the so-called white man, who are the Edomites according to the Bible, they tamper with all this during the Renaissance period. You know, they tampered and started creating their lies during the Renaissance period. All right. So this Habakkuk chapter 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right. So the true prophets, they're going to tell you, you know, raw. They're going to give it to you raw. Like, not going to sugarcoat it. You know, we're not going to give you some false hope that, oh, this may not happen. No, this will happen. All right. And the Bible tells you this is going to happen. All right. So let's go back. Well, I'm gonna read on down. I'm gonna read more. All right. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right. And what you're gonna find out is these Edomites, the ones that's controlling the ones that's ruling the world in these last days, that's ruling the earth in these last days. All right. Their soul is not right. All right. They're wicked according to the Bible. All right. And this is not spoken of from emotion. This is literally facts. You know, and some I was I forgot the dude channel. But he make music. But what he does, he like in his music he talk about history. You know, he talk about so-called black history, because you're gonna find out you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's not what you're known as. You're known as the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, this is what you're known as. All right, and if you want a visual of what I'm talking about, you can go on Google and look up, the 12 tribes of Israel today, and it's gonna pop up. All right. Because you're going to find out that you're an Israelite. You're a Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible. All right? You're not black. All right? These are different, corporate names that was given to us. All right? It's different names given to us by our enemy. That has, and your enemy, the so-called white man, and he's not the only one. All right? It's these other nations, because they don't give a fuck about you. All right? They're your enemies. They're not for our nation of people, and they had us in slavery. All right? But don't just believe me, do your history. All these other nations on the planet Earth, all right, the Arabs, they had you in slavery. All right? The Hamites, the Egyptians, they had the children of Israel in slavery. Okay? So it says what? Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. All right? So this wine that it's talking about is not talking about literal wine. All right? He trespasses by what? The words that he tells. All right? You got to understand this white man, all right? These Edomites out here, all right? So-called white people. But we're focused on the ones that actually control the world, all right? They transgress by wine, all right? The things that they tell you, the philosophy, all right? Their science, everything that they push out and teach, all right? They're causing people to err. They're keeping you in darkness. They're teaching you lies, all right? So this Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's right. Like, so-called white man, he's known for lying, using propaganda and false flags, just to justify himself, just to justify going steal from these other nations. All right? He does it in the name of democracy and, liberating, other people from tyrannical governments, but it's all lies. All right? It's all lies. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right? So, and they're doing it. These other nations, they finally rising up against Babylon the Great America, as prophesied to happen in the last days before the Lord returns to the planet Earth. All right? And you got to understand, if you actually, because you got, these scholars, they call themselves rabbis and, things like that. If you're going to actually call yourself a scholar, but then this is not new information. You should know that it's written in red in the Gospels, all right? In the New Testament. Yahweh Shah, whom the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which that's not his name, he said he's going to cause division. He's going to cause division on the earth between the nations, all right? And cause y'all to fight one another, all right? This is how the Lord is visiting the earth. The Lord is causing civil unrest, insurrections, all right? uproars of the people. The Lord is doing all this. This is how the Lord is visiting the earth. The Lord already prophesied over 2,000 years ago that he was going to do all this, all right? So a lot of people, they're going to wake up and smell the coffee and realize that, oh snap, the Lord is real. You know, the Bible is not just some fictional book. Everything that's happening right now was already foretold to happen by the prophets of the Lord and even the Lord himself. All right. So it says, where I was, and that thick clay, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That's right. And that's another thing that America does, that Babylon the Great does. They're steady laden themselves with thick clay, and that goes into heavy debt. All right. Because Babylon the Great, America, they're in heavy, heavy debt. All right. When you read Revelation 6 and 6, it's going into inflation, hyperinflation. All right. It's going into the devalue of money. All right. And that's one of those plagues. All right. That's going to hit this place. All right. It had already hit. All right. I'm stuttering bad. My bad. It has already hit. Okay. It's just going to get worse. That's the thing. When you read those plagues, all right, you know, in those horses, you know, in Revelations, all right, you know, they're hitting. We see everything manifesting. All right, we see these visions and prophecies. All right, we see those veils opening. All right. You know, we see those seals being broken, so to speak. All right. So it says, verse 7, Habakkuk 2 and 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. All right. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Right. So the Lord, you know, you people are going to find out that the Lord exists. All right. And that Yahweh Shema Shah, he's a just power, a just God. All right. You got to be a fool. You have to be a fool to think that the Lord is going to let Esau, the so-called white man, do all this on the earth and not say nothing about it and not do nothing about it. All right. You know, the Lord he's a power of judgment. All right. Let's get that. It's Psalms. Oh, it's 1 Samuel 2 and 3. It's 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. All right? And I'm going to read that again, but I'm going to call on the name of Yahweh Shema Shah. You know? So by the Lord, actions are weighed. The Lord don't miss nothing that happens on the planet Earth. All right? You know? It's a time and place for everything. And guess what? Now it's the time and the season that judgment is going to be brought on the superpowers of the earth today, and on these elites, all right, in this wicked kingdom, sinful kingdom, Babylon the Great America, all right, and 2/3 of our people. That's why Jacob's trouble. That's why Jacob's trouble is a day like no other. You know, because judgment is, and it's so much going on, so much judgment that the Lord is going to be dishing out in the last days. All right. So let me read that again, but I'm gonna tell it in this. I'm gonna say the true name of the Heavenly Father. All right. It's First Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a for the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. And let me get this. So this Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right. And I'm gonna read it again. But right. So the Lord is gonna judge you according to your works. The Lord is gonna judge you by what you say and do. All right. And guess what? Everything that Babylon the Great America has said and did to the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, was nothing but evil. They have done evil to you. All right? All right? You got to look at the laws that they pass. You know, these draconian laws that give the power, it gives more power to the government and not to you. All right? That was never, you people never had a chance. You know, you're looking for help, you know, and salvation from your enemy, and it's not going to happen. All right? You think the Lord is about to let you make a living in this wicked-ass place? You think the Lord is going to allow this place to continue to, you know, thrive and rule over the earth forever? You know? That don't even make sense. You know, for Babylon the Great America to continue to thrive and rule over the earth forever, all right? You know, that would make the Lord a liar. And we know the Lord is not a liar, all right? So let me read that again. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So this place has killed millions and millions of native, so-called Native Americans, you know, and Latinos and blacks. Millions of them. All right? You know? And then you even had Donald Trump. You even had Donald Trump. He went ahead and said that, but it was by deceit. He did it. He did it in wickedness. All right. He said that in wickedness. Let me get a scripture on that. It's in the Apocrypha somewhere. Bear with me. It's in the Apocrypha somewhere. Here you go. This Sirach 14 and 7. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 14 and 7. It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. All right. So Sirach 14 and 7 applies to Donald Trump. All right. You know, he was giving a speech and he was trying to use empathy. All right. And, you know, and sympathize for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. But it's all about deceit. All right. He's trying to use you to get what he wants. You know, you actually think, and then he's not in control. All right. He's not in control. And that's what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans That's what you got to get through your thick skull. These presidents, when have they ever answered one of your prayers? Never. All right, and you're not supposed to put your trust in man. All right. All right. Donald Trump is gonna do like what he always did. You know, if he get back into power, he's gonna continue to do wickedness. All right. He's wicked by nature. He's not for our people. Never have been. All right. And the scriptures tell you a gift destroyeth the heart. The scriptures tell you a gift destroyeth the heart. All right. Let's get that. So just because they pass, a bill that's in your favor, that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean that you're the hell that you catching, the oppression, all right, this bondage, hard bondage is going to end. It's not going to end. It don't matter how much money you blessed with, all right, you're still going to be under those curses, all right. It's Proverbs. What the fuck? Oh, my bad. It's Ecclesiastes 7:7. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Right. So if they do pass a bill, or give you some money, all right, that's just for that's just to keep y'all, from pouting and whining and crying. All right, because you gotta understand, these devils, they're gonna make it to the point. That's why everything is going digital. That's why everything is going digital. They want to make it 100% to where you're dependent on them. You're going to be solely dependent on them. You ain't going to have no so-called freedom that you thought you had. All right. You're going to totally be within this beast system. All right. Let's go to Revelation 13. All right. It's Revelation 13. All right. And I'm gonna start at 14. All right. This Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right, and that's what you people gonna come to the realization of. All right, Babylon the Great America is Rome all over again, reborn. All right. All right. America is the ancient Roman Empire all over again. All right. And the NATO and the EU, those 7 heads and 10 horns, they're all a part of this beast system. All right. With that great whore, Babylon the Great America, sitting on top of that beast system. All right. All right. And that beast is what? The ancient Roman Empire reborn. All right. Reborn. Like the word Renaissance goes into rebirth. All right. So it says, And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and that's time coming. That time of persecution, you not wanting to submit, to the new world order. All right, you not wanting to submit to this beast system, you not wanting to take that RFID chip, the mark of the beast, and that Neuralink. All right, by you resisting the devil. All right, he's gonna try to kill you. All right, and you see military mobilization all through the United States of America. All right, they already understand and know that they're gonna have resistance. All right, when they're implementing their new world order, they understand they're gonna have resistance. That's why they're gonna have their soldiers and their troops ready. All right, and once again, martial law is coming. All right, all right. So they want you to totally submit to their image. All right, they want to have the whole, and they ran trials. All right, they ran many tests like COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic. All right, it was a test run for the big deal. All right, for the real deal. I said big deal, but I meant real deal. All right. So it's about to just get worse. The future lockdowns. All right. What's to come is about to be far worse than the COVID-19 restrictions and lockdowns was, and those passports. All right. It's about to be far worse. All right. Because these elites, they have what you call order out of chaos. All right. And they have it on a dollar. These elites, they put their plans. All right. The signs, the truth be in plain sight. They be telling you what they're going to do to you in plain sight. All right. Order out of chaos. All right, is on the dollar. So this devil, he has justified himself in the evil that he's going to do on the earth. The laws that he's going to pass. All right, everything he's about to, when he implement his new world order, everything he's doing, he's justifying himself. All right, he's in so many words, covering his tracks. All right, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And we're gonna jump to Job after I finish this. It says, Revelation 13 and 16. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. This is that mark of the beast. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666. All right. 666. So we see all roads lead to the chip. All right. All roads lead to the chip. All right. And 2023 looks like the year, of the hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass. All right. Deemed by Elder Apostle Tahar. All right. So you see everything moving in. All right. You see Fed now. All right. Moving in. You see, on the news, you see QR codes, being mandatory. All right, and there's already people walking around with the mark of the beast in them. All right, there's already people walking around with that microchip, the mark of the beast in them already. All right, so the time is coming when they're about to just it's about to be national. It's about to be implemented, enforced. It's about to be law. So if you don't, you're literally you're gonna be an enemy of the state, a terrorist. You know, they're gonna deem you total evil, right? Just how they did with COVID-19. Those that didn't want to take the vaccines, all right, that didn't want to just be as like cows led to the slaughter, all right, you was demonized. And guess what? The masses, the citizens, they just went ahead with it. Whatever the big the mainstream media told them, the news told them, they went with it. All right, you know, you they had people drinking bleach, spraying chemicals all in their house, trying to, I guess, eliminate the virus, the made up virus, in the air. And guess what? This devil is actually bringing out, trying to poison, all right, you people. That's why the Lord is shortening these days. All right, now it's actual man-made diseases that the so-called white man is creating in labs and pushing them out. He's putting shit in our foods. All right, I know you seen on the news about the lab-grown meat. All right, let me get this Job. This Job 5:12. I'm gonna make my point after I finish this. Job 5:12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noondays in the night. All right. So these are the things, and that's what they like to do. They pass bills. They literally pass bills and laws like in the middle of the night. All right. You got people that don't even know the law has been passed. All right. You will literally have to find out, look it up. They secretly passing bills and things like that. All right. And a lot of these bills to help their new world order, it has already been passed decades ago. All right. Now they're going ahead, and they're about to come down with that sword. All right. So the Lord has to come back. That's what you people don't understand. The Lord has to come back. All right. If these Edomites who are ruling the earth in these last days, all right, who are the white people, the elites, all right, if they continue to rule, they have already predicted a couple years from now, everything is going to be digital. All right, they're going to have AI robots every fucking where. All right, cameras everywhere. You're going to be totally hooked up to this beast system. They're going to force people. It's either you're going to be forced to take that mark of the beast, that microchip, or you're going to get killed. All right, because they want you in this new system. They want you plugged into the matrix. All right. So there's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right, and that's why he's speeding up. That's why he's speeding up. Okay. You know, that's the same thing that happened with the vaccines. If you really watch the pattern, of how these devils do things, they use the same formula. They use the same pattern, you know. But what gets these citizens and our people, all right, those distractions. They'll distract our people with something major. Like like Beyonce, Beyonce flashing her vagina while she performing on stage. Uh, this submarine, this Titanic submarine, that ship that sinked. All right, another distraction. You know, major things like that. It's something else, but it's slipped my mind. It's a lot of distractions. They like to do major distractions, whether it's somebody dying or a mass of people dying or anything. These elites, they like to cause a mass distraction right when they're making some shit happen, and it catches the people attention, and they don't see what's really being done behind them. All right. So this devil knows he has a short time. All right. These elites, they know that their kingdom is falling. They know their rulership, them ruling the earth. All right. America is no longer the strongest nation. They're coming down. So you best believe they're about to come with it. That's why everything is happening fast. All right. But with that, Lord willing, it was edifying. I wanted to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Hawakakodash. And once again, double honors to my other apostles, a great millstone, rule and teach well. All right, teaching in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, and teaching that the Alpha Chip is the mark of the beast. All right. And to the men that's doing so, scattered to wherever you are. All right. This is the route to salvation. All right. The name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah is going to be proven. The names above all names. All right. So we just got to hold fast. So and shalom to the elect, the 1/3, wherever you are. That's sincere. In heart towards Yahweh Shema Shah. All right. Because the scriptures talk about insincerity and truth. All right. So like the scriptures say, the meek shall inherit the earth. So the ones that's really sincere and that's down for the call, have counted the costs. All right. Have not taken their hand off the plow. All we got to do is endure. The Lord told us that those that endure, the same shall be saved. All right. So with that, shalom, Lord willing, it was edifying.